Speak of, sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is Tony Pollard. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To throw is Bridgewater. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll hand it off now. Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Play action now. Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
46.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Everyone, kill. Check nickel.
Prescott off play action. Swinging this out for Pollard. And some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Guys, stay in situation. Let's go. 47. 57 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 57 to Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taken over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft. Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Yeah, the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Cowboys 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think that teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
Now Prescott. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And returning it, here's Hamler. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play here for Dallas.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
A first down carry by Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
10th carry now for Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Prescott now. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Stop your whining.
They'll run on first down. Williams. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Come on. 55 is my guy, 55.
They go play action. Bridgewater. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. Garrett Bowles, second-team All-Pro last year, guilty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
I'm coming after you.
Bridgewater now from the 50. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them...
Touchdown, Broncos! Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make...
Oh, and now some space to operate. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play here for Dallas. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Bang, 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 bang.
Now Elliott. Broken tackle. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I'm coming.
On play action, Prescott rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check 9, check 9.
Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
They'll try again with Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First down, Denver.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Powering his way forward. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
This is Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They looked pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. I remember saying to someone after my 2nd or 3rd day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it